successful. He has 8 businesses already, and he was joined the Power Network that time. But he wasn't do anything at all. And he was like, he said to me, I saw this program, have a look. And he showed me inside the platform of Empower Network, and I was just like, oh my God, this is it. And he said, yes, you can start it with the $25. I said, I need to be all in. I said, it's only way how to start in this business, it's to be all in. And but circumstances didn't let me to do that, and I have to wait. And then I've been busy partying, enjoying my life, and and less than 4 months ago, I joined Empower Network and been an event all in VIP, met you guys, and look at me now. Who thought that I'm going to sit with you right now and talking live?
Yeah.
You never know what is waiting for you right in the corner. And on the top of that, I already start to making sales. This is, I know I met few people in the Empower Network. They've been for 2 years and they haven't done anything, and they've been just complaining about this and that. But yes, Andrea, we've been talking this morning or your evening, my evening, your morning, last night or yesterday, that yes, it is hard because it's so much information to learn, and you physically 24 hours is not enough. But if you dedicate yourself and consistently do what you do, you are the winner.
I like that. I like that. But let me back up just a little bit before you were talking about before joining Empower and the personal development. What was your main why joining the home-based business profession?
I have to be diplomatic answering that.
That's all right. It's all right. This shoot this
Well, let's put it this way. I was a housewife, and I didn't work for quite a long time. And let's put this way, I was depending on my ex-husband. And when I found a job, then things started getting wrong between us, and financially as well. I start to be limited. And before I met my ex, I always been independent, and I was working and I was supporting all my family. But for 13 years, I was depending on the man. It's a quite long time. And then to start from 13 years not working to start working, it's a little bit hard. So, and I know I'm a little bit bossy. And it's very, it's very hard for me to work for someone, because what I was doing while I wasn't working, I was watching a lot of Discovery channels, and let's put it this way, I was top up my knowledge in that way, and a lot of people was actually telling me that you know everything. Well, I said, what can I do? If whatever you ask me, it's a so simple question, I know the answer, I'm telling you. It's so simple. Like Robin Sharma said, leader with no title, he said, He said, if you are smartest person on your street, it's a time to move to another street. So, and it was a time for me, and I was looking for something that I can be in my own comfort and create something, and creating and do. Actually, I was chatting a lot, and I was thinking, how can my chat, I can convert that and do sitting, chatting, and generating money on the top of that. I think it's something from there, like 8 years ago, it started from there. And then I started searching a lot of different ways how to generate money online. I'm not denying, I was trying. I built the website in the WordPress. Oh, mamma mia, that was a hard job. We're using Calato system. It's a piece of cake. But the WordPress, till present time, right now, it's a hard job. With the codes and etc., it's just a hard job. But I made it. I've done it. I never done it sell in internet before. Till recently, I joined Empower Network. And that was my drive, that I could work from home, not from home, from anywhere in the world. Look, I'm living in Spain. My boyfriend right now, he's in a business trip in Italy, and probably next week or the week after I'm going to Italy. I was looking for the job, give me the internet, that's all. Access to, I can sit in the cafeteria, in the restaurant, as long as the Wi-Fi, I'm on it. I want to be free. I want to be free from my movement, and I don't want to work from 8 to 7. In England, it's a little bit. I used to live in Tunbridge Wells. It's outside of London, and every morning when I was going to walk my dog, in the park, like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, people running to the train.
Yeah.
To catch the train to go to London. They hardly open their eyes with the coffee in the hand, and then 10 o'clock in the evening, they're exhausted coming back home, going to the pub, pint of beer. And I said, no, this is not a life. I don't want to be one of them. No.
And I bet a lot of us can relate to that. We don't want to be dependent on anyone else, and that's the main reason why a lot of us are here and watching this right now, and why a lot of us get started. Is we don't want to be dependent on that. We want to be self-sufficient, and that's why we get involved in the home-based business, and that's especially why we're here with Empower.
It is indeed. And when I also look on those people, they're exhausted, and they're actually married, and they have a kids. I said, they don't have a life. They don't have a life. And that is not a life. And I said, life is more than that. Don't work hard. Work smart.
Yeah.
Simple. Simple. And that's what we do. Do we live in the boxes? Do we waking up and running on the train to catch the train? We don't do this. Some people who has just started, they're doing this as a part-time, yes. But they're gradually growing, and they're moving out, and they're living their dreams. What's our dreams? the main our dreams, it's to be free of your choice. Have a spare time with the loved ones around us.
And what's the cost of that? You know, we could spend 40 years doing the same thing over again, or spend a few years doing what we're doing now. That might be harder in the beginning, but 5 years down the road, where we can do anything then.
Hard at the beginning, messy in the middle, but beautiful at the end.
Yeah.
And it only will happen with dedication and consistency. It can be hard. It can be hard because the part what we do is mentally job, and I think mentally job is harder than physical job, because you have to reprogram yourself completely. When you're young, it's easier, but when you're older, it's harder because we have a little bit more, if you like, brainwashed with the whole societies around us, what to do, how to do, what we cannot do, where we cannot go. But here we are. Actually, we can do anything, and we're capable of everything.
So it's all about perspective, you know. You can look at it the way that it might be easier for the younger generation to maybe learn and adapt more, but at the same time, it's going to be a lot easier for the older generation with the experience they have on life to then share what lessons they've been through and share that to people watching, and being able to have that experience is a strength in itself. It depends on how you look at it, doesn't it?
I totally agree with you, Ian, but I'm talking only from my personal experience, and it's because as younger you are, it's not a secret. It's not a secret. When we're younger, we're more motivated, we're pumping up, we are doing a lot of things, we're jumping up and up, we party 48 hours non-stop. But as older we're getting, we are just like, we party one night and 3 days recovery, and we understand that we're not young anymore. So, if you see what I mean. And,
Yeah.
well, it's a pluses and minuses everywhere. It's a pluses and minuses everywhere. But the beauty, I guess, no matter how old you are, as long as you realize, you know, you're winner.
You're never
But
too
some
old to
people,
follow your dreams, is what I'm. You're
pardon?
never too old. You're never too old to follow your dreams. It doesn't matter how old you are. If you decide right now, you can go after it and you can win.
It is indeed. It is indeed. And what I want, it's a lot of things I want to say also on that subject. Uh, uh, but some people actually, they passing away and never discover a purpose in life. This is a scary part, I think, in my opinion,
Yeah.
because they've been working all their life. They've been paying taxes, they pay the mortgages, they pay off mortgage, or what, they lost the mortgage, they lost the house, this and that, and a lot of sad stories around. And then they're passing away, and actually nobody actually know that they passed away. How sad is that?
Yeah.
It's,
I mean, I
in a
can
way,
totally.
it's scary. It's scary. But right now, what I'm doing right now, Andrea, you know, I was saying, you've been saying before, how they're doing the teams and etc. Yes, look how they do it, but you are individual, you are miracle, you are unique, and how you going to do it, nobody else going to do it. This is mostly important thing. And before I was, you know, saying my friends who said, I finally in this and that, no, let's join, we will go into doing well, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, let you do it, we will see how you're getting on, and then we will think about it. But after watching few videos, and after event also, and reading few books, in a hard way, I understand, you know, if people don't ask help, don't insist yourself. You can bring the horse to the pond, but you can't force the horse to drink that water.
Yeah.
And what can well, it's in a way it's a bit sad. Few of my friends, I'm not fell out, but we are just stop talking. Stop talking. Because in a way, also, you can encourage people so much. But as David Wood was saying on the band, you know, hypnosis, and if you don't want to do something, nobody can force you to do. Like that horse, nobody can force you to do. And if that person is stuck in the past and mourning, complaining, and you just keep saying, listen, past is the past, it's gone, you can't change it. Live now, think about future. Our present time is a reflection of our past. Where you want to be? Living in present time or living in the past? Or living in present time and making beautiful future? Who said I want to make a beautiful future? I said, here I am, I will tell you everything what I do and how I do it. I'll help you. In power of my knowledge, I'll help you. I said it's helped me, it's completely changed me, and I actually have a conversation before we have our hangout. I have a conversation with one of my friends from Colombia, whom I haven't spoke for 10 years. Can you imagine?
Wow. Wow.
We just contact each other. She put the like on my Facebook, and I said, hola, ¿cómo está mi amigo? I said, long time. And we started talking. I said, let's go on call. And we started to talk. We've been on the phone for 2 hours. And she told me few compliments to me. And she said, I can see even from your pictures, you're completely different person. And I said to her, you know what? I think this is the time right now where I am right now. It's the best time ever I have in my life. And this is just the beginning. I'm just started. And I'm going up there. We're all climbing on pyramid of life. Can you see this? This is a stone. Can you believe it? I found this stone on the beach.
That is so cool. That is so cool.
I don't believe coincidences in life and what is happening. Everything is connected and everything is happening how it's supposed to be happen.
Yeah.
Andrea, you've been asking about purpose. What's our purpose? Purpose. What's the purpose? I'm looking for that every day on a daily basis by meditating, by constantly reading, constantly not meditating, listen to the hypnotics, motivation videos, watching motivation videos. And what's our purpose? It's to be happy.
It's whatever we want it to be.
It's to be happy. What is happiness? How I'm explaining, happiness, it's a peace with your inner self. When you have a peace with your inner self, you are happy. And when you are happy, you're sharing your happiness with others. Without sharing, you're just sending your energy. And when you're sending your energy, you're inviting only positivity to yourself. And then all the good things are happening. All good things are happening. Yes, we're here. All of us were working. All of us were working. We're working to get the money. But some people work for money. And what we are doing here, we are working for our education, that money will work for us, not we work for money. This is the most important thing. Money is the tool which is allowed us to do whatever we want to do. Give us the freedom of choice. Don't we all just love that freedom? But we have to fight for it.
That is so true. I know Robert Kiyosaki mentioned it as well.
Pardon?
I know Robert Kiyosaki mentioned that as well, as far as when his rich dad told him, "Don't work for money, have money work for you." And, you know, kind of around those same lines. I love reading a lot of his books, but he kind of mentioned that same thing what you just said too.
Who said that?
With money, Robert Kiyosaki.
Oh no, I haven't read. I subscribed to him, but I haven't read any of his book yet.
Oh man, you'll love it. You'll love it. You will love it. But I don't want to steal your thunder because I just want to pretty much just add on to what you mentioned as well. I know you already talked about as far as the purpose as well too. But now let me go a little bit more deeper for you now, Anna. Where you had joined Empower. What was your why when you joined it? Was it like the same? Was it the same why or purpose, or did it change just a little bit when you joined?
Hold on, guys. Sorry, I have to put the hands on because I only can hear you. Hold on. Can you repeat it for me again, please?
All right. When you joined.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm just wondering, when you joined Empower, what was your why? And when you joined, was it different from before you joined your previous companies, or was it about the same? Your purpose, your why, was it about the same, or was it different?
Well, I've been looking. Close my heart. I've been. Can you see it? My T-shirt. So proud. So proud. Yes. Yes. To get fast money. To be free. simple as that, to be free from the, have a freedom of my choice and be able to do what I always like to do. And right now, I actually found my purpose, I think, since I love talking a lot, so I should talk. I'm not the best writer in the world, but I'm getting there.
All right, so you brought up another quick question I can ask you, because I've seen a little bit too of your videos too, by the way. So I guess it's safe to say you prefer doing videos more so than the actual the typing, the texting as far as blogging. Am I correct about that?
I am indeed, but it's my next step. My next step, and I'm pushing. I'm giving to myself challenge soon, very soon, next week, and to myself, and I will commit to my challenge that do the videos every day. But again, on an event, it was breaking point before event. Before I went to event, it's, all answers are on the other side of our fear.
Wait, say that one more time.
And I'm saying the all answers are on other side of our fears.
So true. That's so true.
And I've been so scared. I've been watching videos, do the video, this and that. And I was like, oh, I was finding so many excuses. And when I was going to event, I said, that's it. I'm in the airport. It's already started boarding. And I said, no. Well, 1 minute, but I will do it. And I will just, not going to rewinding, I will just publish it. That's it. I'm doing. And I done it. And when I landed in Las Vegas, I went out from the hotel, and I was walking on the street, and I've done another video, and I said, I published. I said, oh, I just published, And then you've been staying, and my third video, you've been there, remember?
That was your third video?
Yeah, that was my third video on the event.
Ever? Or at the
Awesome.
event only?
Ever, yes. And since then, when I was doing my exercise, after exercise, I start doing. But I should do it more. But every day I'm learning something more, and I'm improving myself, because I just don't want to just do the videos just like that. I want to actually give the value as well, even if it would be for 30 seconds. And I found in myself, I'm motivating people, inspiring and motivating people. And I'm glad to say that I already totally shift 3 people. They haven't joined the Empower Network, but I shift them. Their life is completely changed. And they keep ringing me, and they thank me, they all ask me advice. I said, listen, all answers is inside of you, but we can chat, I said, if you like. And the changes, what I see in them, it's amazing. One of that person, it's my boyfriend. Within 3 months, we watched one movie on YouTube, which was actually The Secret. It's changed our life. And then I gave to him one book to read. And that book is need to be being read by one chapter a day for 7 days, and he completely changed. he completely changed, and he just sits in front of computer. The person who doesn't know anything about computers, marketing, or anything, I was just giving to him a tip, this and that, and he built amazing website. He built and he opened a few weeks ago his own company, and that was happened within 3 months.
Wow. Wow. But I gotta ask, what was that book that you told him to read?
It's totally simple. It's Paul McKenna.
Okay. Okay.
I was reading one of these books.
He is the British guy, hypnotist, and he's helping people with a lot of things, losing weight, stop smoking, blah 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 blah. Change your life in 7 days. Yes, that one. Have you read exactly how it's been said it in?
Yeah, I read that.
1 chapter a day.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you listened because with this book is coming
The CD.
Did you listen CD in the morning and in the evening? Be honest.
Honestly, no.
No. But that means you have to start it again. Because he said that you have to do it how he said. In the morning, his audio. Set it up alarm half an hour early. Is that what I do? My first morning gratitude meditation. It's working for your subconscious mind. You can carry on sleeping, but your mind is never asleep, and it's working for your subconscious mind, and within a week you will see the changes. And that book, Andrew, is called Change Your Life in 7 Days. You have to read that book 1 chapter a day. And 1 chapter a day, listen his hypnotic program in the morning and in the evening when you're going to bed. When you wake up and when you're going to bed. You just going to bed, you put it on and fall asleep. Job done. How hard as that can be.
That's kind of like what I do with some of the Inner Circles audio sometimes. I just put one on and just go to sleep. 'Cause I know I know it does something about that. I know you just mentioned, you kind of implied it without saying it. Does something with your subconscious mind. So I was like, let me give that a shot. So I've been doing that as of late too. As far as just putting in the audio.
Well, I'm not so sure about Inner Circle, because in a circle you need to listen, but he is hypnotist.
Ah, okay.
And you don't need to even concentrate what he's saying. He is actually working on you. And on my YouTube channels, I actually have a meditations section. It's for the public, and there is so many different ones. And time to time, I put more when I finding something really working and useful for different moods, for cleaning your chakras, money affirmation, good morning gratitude, let it go the past. Clean your energy, study music. I have all sorts of things. And I should say, when I was listening to that, and constantly I'm doing on a daily basis with non-stop, changes are dramatic. You lift it up, you're thinking positive. Do you know when you shift, your mind is shift when you're thinking negative, and when you're thinking negative, you're saying to yourself, no, we're not going to do like this. We are actually not thinking like that, we're thinking positive. When you're saying inside of yourself, get rid of negativity and start to thinking positive, even if the situation is so bad around, then you will start the process of shifting. And then is the changes around you start to be making. I'm trying to be on Tony Robinson 1 week program with positive program. I find that a little bit hard because that is his program is about. You can find this program on YouTube actually. It's for free, and it's a positive thinking for 7 days. And no matter what, even if it's a negative situation, negative thinking, you are turning that to positivity. If you failed on the second or third day, you have to start it all over again.
Wow.
And so far, I did 2 days. And I'm back to the first day. And then again, did it for 2 days. Because we are human being, and it's not easy to reprogram yourself. It's not easy, but when you go through, is that where we want to be? Then you become successful. I'm watching all motivation speakers. I'm watching all multimillionaires, billionaires, and I watch them how they speak, and they all speak the same words and the same thing. They must have done something right. And what we are actually been learning on event on January, it was exactly the same. That's why when Andrew, back to that point when you asked me, Andrea, sorry, when you've been asked me, yes, I was coming to Empower Network for the quick bucks because I want to be free. I want to do what I want to do, you know, but when I watch those videos, I understand that then it's not only about money, it's a business, yes, because money is helping us to move towards to our dreams, to be free, to do whatever we want to do. But at the same time, Empower Network is teaching us how to look from inside out. None of the successful people are successful, if you will notice, if they are negative. None. Some people, they actually, yes, they go through and they succeed, but Robin Sharma said one important thing. When you're going up on the ladder, climbing on your pyramids, don't be richest man on the graveyard. Think about others. What he was trying, no, but it's true. Yeah. You can, you know, some people, they're climbing so fast and they ego, like, I have money, and they're forgetting everything and anything. You know, I've been always generous person. I would give my last, and I did. And it's actually, in a way, I never ask anything back from anybody. But when I've been in a situation, I've been in a really bad situation when, you know, I needed 10 pounds, not even for me to buy the food for the dog for a week. And all of a sudden, my friends are all disappear. Yes, I had the money before, I've been like this. It's hard when you had the money, then dropping down and climbing back again. We'll climb, but then you start looping. When I was throwing the parties and throwing the nice parties with the goodie bags on the way back, everybody was my friends, you know. But when time was come along and asked for 10 quid, all of a sudden they said, it's very hard for us too. But we will buy you a pint. And in, you know, pint is cost £5. I said, I don't want a pint. Give me that $5, I will buy the food for my dog. And it's in a way, but those people we don't need in our life. And it's very important how you get rid of toxic people, like Robin Sharma saying, toxic people out of your life. But it's also important how you, a power of the words, how you saying that, pronouncing to universe. You don't say, I don't want to see those people in my life. You saying, I wish it's only happy people surround me. Positive people who loves me, give me a love that I can share my love to them. Something like that. And you will notice unnecessarily people will start to clearing up from your life. And don't look back. Don't look back. That means you don't need them. You need to think about yourself first. Then your family. You can't help even your family if you can't help yourself. When you are on your feet and you stood up and you staying strong, then you're helping your family, you're helping to your closest. And then you spread it. It's all started from us. You can't save the world by starting from yourself. I don't know who said that. We're reading too much.
That's a good thing. That's good. This say they all said it. You know, your Bob Proctors, your Brian Tracy's, your Les Brown, Jim Rose, Ziegler's. They've all said that as far as helping out, starting with yourself. But I know also too that I know I got done reading The Science of Getting Rich probably about a couple weeks ago from Wallace Wattles, and it was funny because while I was reading that book, it's a short book, so it's less than 60 pages. Between reading that book and a lot of Robert Kiyosaki's books, they both kind of said the same things as far as okay, people outside the bigger population, they wouldn't understand, but as far as just working on being rich, it's because you can help out so many other people too by being that too. The whole negative mindset from where people got that from is really kind of crazy, because I know we've seen a lot of six-figure and seven-figure earners too, and obviously in Empower, and obviously too income disclosure when I mentioned about that too, because the results are not typical in either of ours, but they don't really have that mentality too. Like for example, a lot of people will think, oh man, Donald Trump, bad guy, whatever. If you read his books, and I read about 3 or 4 of them, his mindset is completely different from what the media talks about the guy, because he doesn't mind. He loves helping out people too. He like Kiyosaki, he loves giving out financial advice too, to help out your financial education as well. And kind of going back to what you mentioned too, like I was trying to get to, Anna, as far as we can only help out people, like point blank, we only help out people if we help ourselves, be better ourselves too. Ian and I, we've always talked about that as well too, and we knew as well that being a great example ourselves, kind of like what you've been talking about, too, the people are going to follow. That's kind of what I meant earlier before we got started here live, as far as like I didn't really mind so much everybody, let's say for example, everybody on my Facebook friends page to hop on, because be honest with you, brutally honest with you, a lot of them are not ready yet. I knew you have to see what we're doing first of all, see what I'm doing first. Then they're going to be like, okay, what are you doing? I've had that happen before already. Like, because the quotes I post into on Facebook, for example, that's nothing but what I'm reading. That's point blank. I'm not getting that from Facebook or whatnot. I love doing it every now and then, but if you see the same author and whatnot, if I'm quoting, that's what I've been reading too, the whole personal development thing too. And I'm kind of curious too, because I know you talked about personal development, you talked about the events, but what was the month, and what month did you join Empower? What was the month and what was the date that you joined Empower?
You won't believe it. I didn't know that myself, but I found out that later on. 31st of October 2014.
Really?
On birthday of Empower Network, 3 years birthday of Empower Network.
Really? Okay. Okay.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? That's why I said it can be coincidences. I get all, bam, bam, bam. And I didn't have an internet at home because internet in Spain is so marvelous. I love it so much. So we have to go to the one of the restaurant where is internet is awesome. And I have to sit over there and buy it one after another. I was like, oh my God, my heart was pumping in. I said, oh my God, I'm all in. I said, let's celebrate this. I think we bought the bottle of champagne. We celebrate this. I said, oh my God, oh my God. And then I found out, I received the email that it was Empower Network birthday.
That's
So
awesome.
it is. And yes, and it seems like I've been postponing. Because party, Spain, hot, boom shakalaka. I've been postponing, but in a way, yes, I wish I've been earlier on the stage. But I'm grateful, I'm happy and grateful that I am in. Whatever it's happened for the reason. And not only in, joined. December, I wasn't doing much. But end of the November, I wasn't doing much. I was watching something till, and then I done few blogs, and my first blog on Empower Network, I'm looking in now, and I said, oh my God, what is that? And now I see my blogs, and I was like, I should read my own blogs. Every day I'm improving, as you said, Andrea. As you said, as we're more reading, we're more watching, we're more talking, we're more interfering each other. We are growing, and we are growing inside out. This is mostly important thing. My boyfriend, Dario, his friends in shocked because I'm reading one book, he's reading another, then we're swapping. He said, oh, I finished this one, you read this one. He's a little bit faster growing than me. I think it's something to do, man growing faster than a woman in that respect, acting. But I was busy watching my videos and watching and applying, and you're doing, it's not working, and you're just like, and you're doing, and it's not working. And I said, no, you're going to work, and you do it, yay, you've done it. It's all exciting time. And all his friends, they actually will start to listen to him, and they said, Dario, are you becoming motivational speaker or something? That we don't recognize you. When I listened to him, he started to talk to him, and then something, boom, out of him is coming out, and it's all Zig Ziglar, all Robin Sharma or Tony Robinson is coming out from him, and it's actually sitting on here and listen to that. It's amazing. And sometimes, when I'm talking, my friends saying to me, and I was like, it started coming out. And it's a power of education, power of the knowledge, what we are actually feeding ourselves. And as more we read, as more we're doing, as more we're practicing, the better we become. We know that it takes 700 hours to learn something. And how many hours it takes to mastering?
10,000.
10,000 hours to mastering. So 10,000 if you're all day mastering, so it's still few years. So we're doing great. We're doing great, and are proud of us, guys. Are proud of all of us. How we're doing. This is the best ever choice I ever made in my life. And best investment I've done it. I invest in myself, in my education. Nobody can take that away from me. Oh, we have to be careful about that. Otherwise, government will come up with something to get rid of our memories. No, they won't. We're just joking over here. No, but it's very powerful. It's very powerful. And what's the purpose? What do you think, Andrea? How you would describe or see, or what do you think about purpose? What's our purpose?
Oh, shoot, purpose is this. It kind of goes along with your why. That's all. Whatever it is, like whatever your dream is. Like for example, I know you guys know that I've been playing football, and when I mean by football, I mean American football. Since I told you before at the event, Anna, you already knows too. I've been playing semi-pro. This is my 8th season right now. So this is we're in a bye week. Bye week, all that means is an off week. We don't have a game. We had one last week too. We had another bye week, so it was off week. But to be honest with you, it's funny. 2 months ago was my 5th year anniversary in the home-based business profession. And when I first saw the presentation at the time for the network marketing company I was a part of, dude, the only thing I saw was like, yep, that's it. When we playing football, arena or overseas. And arena, all it is it's the same thing as American football, but all this is 7-on-7 instead of 11-on-11, because that's what American football normally is 11-on-11. So that was basically my whole point, was get back and play professionally. But I didn't want to have that back in the feeling like, oh my goodness, I need to have a job or whatnot, just in case if I don't make that team wherever it is, whether it be playing overseas, playing arena, or whatever. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of been the main thing too. What I've been going after here for. Ever since I've been in the profession, too. And it's funny because even though I've been playing semi-pro the last 8 years, all the personal development, too, and I know you heard him speaking on stage, too, in Vegas. Paul Hutchins, I've been listening to his, he has a morning mindset call I've been listening to since September of 2013. And it's funny because while listening to that call every morning, too, going to work or whatever, that same call helped me sponsor success principles that we've studied with Napoleon Hill that helped me help my team win a championship just last year. Listen to that. Wow. So it's like, go figure, using those same principles could help you anywhere, too. That just gave me a personal example as far as it can be used anywhere besides this business or any other dreams. That helped me win a championship as well. I didn't really show off my ring. I had it. Ian saw it. I had my championship ring, but I didn't really show it off too much. But I'll make sure to do so here in the next event, because I was kind of worried about this next event coming up as far as only being more than likely showing up. This is the last day, the VIP day on Sunday. But kind of find out we got another bye week that week too. So I'll be able to make all the days that weekend. So I'll be there all Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah. I'm kind of stoked about that. And if we have that week off from practice, more than likely I'll be up there that Thursday too, Ian. So just give you a heads up. But yeah, I'll be there that whole weekend. So I'm kind of stoked about that. But that's just a little example as far as my why, and as far as why I joined this profession. I always love to listen to the speakers too with Empower talking about get on stage. Personally, I can take the John Morose approach and be like, I can just sit behind too and just have the systems working out, because we got the systems going out personally too. Because I want to see that field. That's just me. I want to see that football field. Because of my drive or whatnot. That's what basically helped me get into the profession. Because my love for football. That's how I discovered the home-based business profession too. So yeah, that's something that I always want to do. I know I won't be able to play for the rest of my life too. But
Mhm.
I want to do something when it's all said and done. When I'm done playing, I want to do something to kind of give back to that sport. I don't know what it is yet, something big, but that's kind of been my my big why here the last few years too, and
I actually,
I've
I
been staying on
actually,
it. I've been staying on it too.
I actually can see you in the future, you're motivational speaker and you have a youngers and you actually inspiring them and telling them like, Zig Ziglar or Napoleon Hill, and you will teaching them exactly from these books and motivate them and they will do it and follow you. Oh my God, I actually can see that. I can see, young boys, and they're going to listen to you. They will follow you, and they're going to be with us all the time.
Well, kind of like what we mentioned before, the only reason why people are going to follow is because they see your example. That's kind of that's kind of one thing I was so impressed too when I first met Ian about 6, 7 months ago too, because it was his first time. He said it was his first time flying, first time ever been out being out of his home country. I'm not going to steal your fire, Ian. I'm going to just pass the torch to you, man. Let's go ahead and keep that rolling, man, from your own side as far as your own why as well.
Yeah, I mean, when we first met, it was like the first time I've ever flown on a plane to America, the first time I'd ever gone like further than 100 miles out of like my hometown, and it was like the first time I'd ever done something on my own, really. So that was a mega thing when we first met. I mean, as far as my why goes, it's like wanting to do something greater than myself, something. It's like what you were saying, Andy. If you're the smallest person on your street, then it's time to move, and that's like kind of how it was for me. It wasn't even like on a street, but it was like, as far as my story goes, it was like living on the family farm, so like not really seeing anyone other than my family um, who have certain beliefs about things. It's like you were saying, people sleepwalk through life, and you can carry on going, and you can look back at the rest of your life and think, God, I wish I should have gone and done this. And I was like, I don't want to do what you've done for the rest of your life. I'm going to go and do my own thing, do something different. And so my reason why was to not have to be relying on my family and not have to be dependent on anyone, and being able to go on and do my own thing and give back to do something greater than myself. That's my why. I mean,
No, it's great, and it's very important in life to be independent. And I was always independent, and then I become dependent, and from be dependent for so many years, and we become again dependent, and it's very hard, and especially you haven't worked for so long, and nobody actually want to take you for the job, because they said, and especially in England, I have all my great CV. I had a company. I've been company owner. I've been a director, manager. And all of a sudden I can't even find the job via sales or coffee shop. How? Because they said, oh, you haven't been working for 13 years. Why? I said, well, it says on my CV I've been travel a lot, this and that, blah blah blah. And but why didn't you work? I said, well, I didn't need to. It was a time when I didn't need to. So I've been supported by my ex, so I didn't need to work. And people can't understand that. And to find me, I've been living 12 years in UK, but been travel a lot as well. And when I back for good 7 years ago for 6 years, to find me a job, it took me about 4 years. 4 years. And that job, I only could hang on to that job only 3 months. because I didn't like the manager, how they've been running the business, and they've been running incorrectly. And I was suggesting, but I suppose my suggestion was like a direct suggestion. And they couldn't take it. But I didn't like the way how they've been working, and I was just like, I want to leave that place or leave my probation and leave it. And I found another job, but another job also be a sales assistant, uh, minimum wage, but it was like a 2 minutes walk from my home, so no commute, no London, nothing. So I said it's great. In the lunchtime, I can walk my dog, you know, have a lunch, etc. And that manager, I started. We had actually argument with that manager on my job. Purely is that because I actually was. I told him off. I said you can't shout on the customers. And every customers when they been coming in, they thought that I'm a manager. But he was so rude, and I said, if you were pushing away customers, they said, I choose who is coming here and buying on this shop. And it was a chain of the shop. It's not his shop. It was a chain of the shop. I was just a stump. I lost my speech, you know. And then I left that job, and months later, I'm in a beautiful Spain. Hey, who cares? Somebody, party. But it's very important. It's very important to be independent for your own self, for yourself. Because when you're independent, when you have tools, i.e. money, then you know you can help others with the little things.
It lifts the limits that like other people might put onto you. You know, when you're independent, you decide where the limit is, and you decide if you decide that there is no limits. But if you're still dependent on other people, they can set limits onto you, and it's like, I don't want to do this. I'm going to go and do my own thing.
It is. And also back to that point, Andrea, that why to join the Empower Network? Yes, to be independent. Be independent, and not to ask anyone for anything. You are actually choose whom to help and whom to not, instead of begging someone, you know, for tenner. Like Les Brown saying, I'm never going to be broke again. We have to say it every time to ourselves. I'm never going to be broke again. Like I have a conversation with one of my friends. She's going through a difficult time, and I said, listen, you can't help it what has already been happening. We can talk what is happening right now and how to get out from the situation and move towards. But we've been keep coming back on the past. I said, listen, I can't hear this anymore. And the sentence was saying to my face that oh, you obviously forgot how you felt when you've been in this situation. I said, exactly, I didn't. I didn't forget how I felt that time when I've been feeling like you, but you are actually luckier than I was then. I was in a worse situation than you are. And I said, that's why I remember that, and that's why I'm doing everything and anything in my life to not to be in this situation of that position again. And I said, what are you doing right now? Simple. So we are all here only. It's very important to remember the tough time. Yes, let it go, the past, you can't change it, but it's always, we need to remember the hardest time in our life, the doubts, because we're in a different age, we're in different countries, we have our own, we man, woman, we have, in our prospect, it was the worst time. You have to remember that worst time and remind yourself about that and saying to yourself, that's exactly what I don't want to repeat it. And to yourself, I'm going to be better. I'm going to do every day. I will learn every day something new. I will move towards my goals. And that was, I don't know, wasn't happen to me. I remember that. It's remind me only where to not to come back. And it's a difficult. A lot of things is difficult to let it go. That's why I was saying before, the age, when it's an age different. You know, I was going through from the very hard divorce. It was took me 6 years, 6 years divorce, and it wasn't pleasant one, and it's almost destroyed me. It's almost destroyed me not physically, emotionally. But I was still getting up, and actually that book, Change Your Life in 7 Days, it's helped me. It's helped me a lot. And no matter what, how everybody was laughing at my face. And yes, I isolate myself, actually. Sometimes maybe it's a good way as well. I isolated myself from those people. And I started working. I was sulking. I was laying on the sofa. For 3 days, I couldn't even get up. I was that depressed. It was hard. But mostly importantly, you always have to see the light end of the tunnel. It's always there. Like Les Brown was saying, I repeated myself from the beginning, what did he say? If you still believe in hard time, that means it's not over. Keep going. The hard time is come to you not to stay. It's come to you to pass. Eventually they will pass. It will pass. It will pass. But mostly importantly, I noticed how quickly it's passing everything is by actually reading the book, meditation, and all self-developing. As soon you start to concentrating, also working on yourself from inside out, miracles start to happening. You know the expression, be careful what you wish for. Now I'm really, really careful with that. Because whatever I'm thinking, it's done. I said, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I ask for this and that? And it's a funny part, it's happening with my friend. She was like, oh, my husband didn't give me a present or something like that, blah, 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 blah. He didn't give me, let's say, $10. And when she was talking with her sister. When she put her phone down, her husband came along when he back from work and gave her $10. And she called me immediately. She said, Anna, I should ask for the 100. She said, it's funny things happen. It's happening. That's why they say power of the words. My baby dog is crawling over here, licking me. Oh, look at her, my baby. Yes, you want to be in the camera. And it's only the way. It's only the way, in my opinion. I have few friends, they want to join, but in a minute soon. Financially, they can't get it from anywhere. This is also a fact. But I said, don't worry. And I'm teaching them at the moment, I said, anyway, to join this business, you have to join this business from inside out. And I said, start reading these books, start reading this, start reading that, do this, do that, start organizing and making them plans for the self-developing. So in a way, as you said, Andrea, some of the friends that said, we will see, we can teach some of our friends or family with this way. And it's will help them, will help them. And when we start generating, they will see how we're growing. They want to be part of it as well. I'm so actually happy and grateful, and I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Yesterday I spoke with my sister, and it took me a while to shift her. But she started to do it. She started to do it. She said, that's it, I'm going to act. I said, you're always postponing. You said you do this, do that. You said, you told me to watch this movie. You told me to read this book. Have you done it yourself? I don't have a time. I said, I find it, so you find it. And yesterday she told me, she said, I already started doing this and that. And to be honest, now I can step back and I can relax. Because I know she said it to herself and she promised to herself. It's very important that we actually make a goals to our own self. And we're challenging ourselves. And no matter what, and subconscious mind will creeping out on you and will tell you, no, sit down and watch the TV, put your foot up. And you say, no, we need to do it. No, because subconscious mind has become very comfortable. Bob Proctor is actually explaining about the program and the subconscious mind better. And it's like a cup. It's amazing. What is happening right now in my life, it's amazing. And I'm so also happy and grateful that I'm doing this from Empower Network, because Empower Network on the same vibration to do all this. That's why when I watched first video introduction, I was crying and I said, I've been in the right place. I am in the right place. I knew that everything what I've been doing in my life, I've been doing for this precisely moment. When I was on an event, I have 2 déjà vus. How about that? 2 déjà vus. I was like, wow. So that means I'm supposed to be there. When it's been happening, my boyfriend is actually was tearing when I showed to him the books, my scrapbooks, you know, when I start my internet marketing, you know, and not internet marketing, when I actually Paul McKenna give you a plan to write 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month weekly. I wrote it 5 years plan. And I was showing, I said, oh, this is my book. I wrote this book about 6 years ago. And we opened that book and I start to read my 5 years plan. You know how powerful is that? Everything what I wrote it down, it's happened and even more.
Wow.
And he was reading, he couldn't believe it himself. He was scared. He said, it's happening. It's happening. And here's another thing, here's another tip. I don't remember who said that, but it's I heard that from many speakers and motivational speakers, and I heard about hypnosis on some courses as well. That when you're writing anything, On the paper, use only blue pen, not any other color, only blue. It's something I can't even explain it. It's something between blue pen on white paper. It's a connection between you and universe. Whatever you're writing down, you're sending, and it will be coming up to you. Your subconscious mind, remember, in walking towards, guide you, show you where to go to be exactly where you want. Another tip: write your future in the present time.
Yeah.
Not I will, I am. I'm going to have, I'm having now. I'm going to live, I am living now. And power of visualization, yes, thank you. Power of visualization, it's very powerful. Need to prepare your scrapbook. What you doing? What you doing for? I show you my reason why I'm doing. Can you see it?
Yep.
This is my reason. I need the money to be there, lay down on the beach, enjoy with the cocktail in my hand. You need to do visualization regarding that, what money will help you to do in your life. When you will focusing what money will help you to do in your life, and be grateful in the morning and in the evening, and if you like praying, don't go to the church. I have a different opinion on that. I do believe in the power of universe, and well, kind of same thing. And you have to ask universe why you need the money for. Why? I'm working here. Those pictures right in front of me. I said, I'm doing what I'm doing because of that. I want to go there and laying on the beach when I want it. I'm doing that because I want to be living in that house or swimming in that swimming pool. You need to. We need to reprogram ourselves. It's a hard work, and it's not going to happen over the night. But guys, it will start to happening within a month. And then be careful what you wish for. To me, in a minute. So, and that's what I believe, What's the purpose would be for all of us? We can't be perfect in everything and anything. We still need the carpenters. We still need the plumbers. We still need to. What our purpose? Our purpose is actually so simple over here. We are servants. We are servants, and as long as we understand that we are servants, with our talents, with our inner us, what we've been brought over here, then life would be different, because we are serving others with one thing. We're going to supermarket. Those people is actually serving us, but when they're going to the restaurant, another people serving them. And then restaurant people going to the shop, they're serving them. We're serving people with the knowledge what we know. They will serving God. We are servants. Find what you best in you. Find your passion. When you find your passion, you will find the purpose. It's so simple. Find your passion, you will find your purpose. Find the work which you love, and you're never going to work again. It's been said that so many years, so centuries, but so many different people don't know even who said it. I know that my mom was saying to me all the time, find a job which you love and you're never going to work again. And this is that what I love to do. Is what I love to do. I found it what I was looking for so many years, and I can keep talking, and it will be another couple of hours, and it's already yearning. But I can say my journey is incredible. It's incredible how it's so started. I already knew when I was 7 years old, and I remember that day clear. I remember my age from 3 years old. My mom was stumped. She said, "You can't possibly remember that." I said, "You've been too young to remember. You've hardly been walking." I said, "Mom, I can prove you." And I proved to her. She was like, "Oh, you do remember. How?" You know? But funny part, I don't remember my high school time. Isn't that bizarre? Well, I suppose it's, again, we choose what to remember, what to not. I have to study more about conscious and subconscious mind. It's a lot to read. It's a lot to read. I have one book to read. I've been trying. Yes, I've been trying. I wasn't doing. I actually made the blog about what's the difference about try and do. And it's actually quite powerful. Powerful words, and as I just said, I was trying. That's why I never was finished that book, because I was trying, I wasn't doing. So, and I found it's a little bit hard for me to read. It's because English is not my first language, and over there the words are literally sitting with the dictionary all the time, because they are scientific words, and I'm just like, but I haven't given up. And somebody nicked my dictionary in England, so I need to get it another one to read that book. Haven't you tired of me, guys? I can't keep talking.
Yeah, we normally try and keep them under an hour, don't we? So it's like being nearly an hour and a half now. So maybe we should try and wrap up somehow. I mean, you tied it all together pretty well with the way you kept talking. So I mean, there's not really anything much to cut down.
You know, I can't keep talking. It's that what all my friends they've been saying to me. Said, "Anna, please." So this way I found myself, like Lee Brown said, that everybody was telling the kid, "Please, Les, shut up." So everybody telling to me, "Shut up." So maybe is that the way where I have to be, motivator on the stage and keep talking, because nobody can shut me up. Everybody will listen to me. And you know what? That's what's going to happen. We're laughing now. A few years from now, it's going to happen. And then we will watching this webinar, you know, watch all this back, and we'll say, "Oh my God."
Yeah, so I mean, with that being said, if you're still watching this right now, then obviously you should get started. And if you got some value from what we've had to say and what Anna's had to say, I know I definitely have. It's all value. Then you should get started with us right away and click the button below this video, and we'll see you on the inside. I mean, there's not really much more to add. I don't know if you want to add any more, Andre, but
No, I don't have anything. I don't have anything to add at all. Appreciate you coming on, Anna. I loved it as well. I loved it. Same time, same place next Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Just click the link below. Join this movement that we're a part of too, and we will see you guys next week.